Hey everyone, so today I thought it would be nice to do a tank update video for you guys because so many of you haven't been asking me about it. So let's start off with the rock arrangement in the tank. I did kind of change it. Over here you'll probably remember that there was a kind of like 4-step pattern of rocks right there. I changed it because it really didn't look realistic to me. It kind of looked a little artificial. You know, now this rock arrangement kind of looks more natural, and it looks like, you know, the rocks are placed here naturally by a water current. And you know, that's what you really want to try to achieve with the Planet Tank. You want to make it look as natural as possible. So that is my goal with my tank, and that's why I changed the rock arrangement right there. I also put some other rocks right there, and right there, but as you can see, they're completely engulfed by Rotala. Which, by the way, the plants have been growing incredibly fast. I'm so impressed with their growth. For some reason, every time I take cuttings or I cut the whole background wall of Rotala down, they grow back, I would say, within about 2 weeks all the way to the top of the tank. So it's incredible how fast these plants grow, but it's great that they grow fast because it gives me the opportunity to offer them for very, very cheap prices on my website, way cheaper than any other website selling plants for you guys to buy and put in your tanks to make your tanks look good as well. So the Rotala and the liquidating arrowleaf have taken over the back of the aquarium, and it looks absolutely amazing. At the bottom you'll see that there's patches of dwarf baby tears missing. The reason why is because when I originally got the mats of baby tears to put in the tank, they had this metal mesh in between them that was used to secure them to this to the growing media that they were grown in. So I really didn't want to leave that in the tank. I thought that would kind of be a little bad maybe for the water, especially if it starts to rust. So I took the mats out, and I took the metal mesh out, but when I tried to put them back in, as you can imagine, they just did not want to stay down. So I figured it's okay to just take them out completely and let the dwarf baby tears grow over the patches. And I thought it'd be kind of cool to see the progress of that as well. Within probably about, I would say, a 3 weeks time, they've already started to branch into the patches of baby tears, and they're already starting to cover the patches. This little patch here, where can you move, please? Hey, thank you. This little patch right here was completely open at one point, and now you can see it's barely visible. I'll go to the top a little bit for you guys. It's barely visible, so the dwarf baby tears grow very, very fast, and they've almost covered the entire patch. Over here, it's as you can see, more noticeable. But yeah, they've been branching out pretty well, as you can see on the right side of the screen. They've been branching off, and that should be covered pretty soon as well. But dwarf baby tears doing really great. Have no problems with algae or anything. Really been happy about that, because when I first started the tank, I had a lot of algae problems, but that has since gone away. And I think that's kind of standard with Planet tanks. When you first start up, you have a lot of problems with algae, and as the tank has some time to settle in and get a nice balance going, the algae problems pretty much go away, and they definitely have for me. So plants are doing great. I love it. I really, really do. I'm so impressed with it. They just look absolutely gorgeous. So now let's move on to the fish. As you probably have already noticed, I got some new fish. I got some neon tetras right there. And I'm able to have those now because before, in the past, whenever I would get them, the Siamese algae eaters would just tear them apart at night while they were sleeping. So I actually observed it one time. I tried to film it, but it was nearly impossible because the Siamese algae eaters got scared and they would move away. But yeah, they would tear them apart. So I got rid of the Siamese algae eaters, which was pretty difficult. I kind of almost destroyed the tank in the process of trying to find them all. But I got rid of those, and they're in my friend's 100-gallon Planet tank. So they're having a ball in there. There's plenty of algae to eat, and he just set up that tank. So yeah, there's going to be plenty of algae for them to eat, and they're having a great time in there. So my friend has the Siamese algae eaters, but they're no longer in my tank. So now I can have smaller fish and, have peace of mind that they won't be torn apart, and I have to keep buying more and more and more, which is an incredible waste of money. So I got 4 neon tetras. I will get more in the future. I like to add fish slowly. I don't like to, overload the tank with, fish, because that's never a good thing. I got some zebra Danio minnows, I believe they're called, and these guys are fast little swimmers. They swim really fast. So maybe not the most peaceful fish in the tank, but I think they look really cool, and they do school together. So I got 5 of those, but they also like to hide. So you can probably only see 2 right now. Or maybe there's one over there, one little guy right there. But yeah, they love to school together just like the neon tetras, so they create a nice little look in the tank, and I've been really enjoying them. And then last but not least, I got 2 mollies, as you can see right there. They're orange ones, and I really love mollies. I've had mollies, practically in every tank that I've done. I just love their look. I love all the colors that they come in, especially the way that they swim. For some reason, they kind of remind me of saltwater fish. Maybe just because, I think actually mollies can be put in brackish water, which is a mix of salt and fresh water. So maybe that's why they remind me of saltwater fish, because I've seen them in a lot of saltwater stores. But I believe that they can be put in brackish water, so maybe that's why. But they look absolutely beautiful. I will be getting more of those in the future as well. Lots more fish. I'm not just going to stick with the ones I have now. Of course, I want to get a nice big school of neon tetras going, and zebra Daniel minnows as well. So lots more things to come with the tank, guys. Stay tuned for that. Angelfish are doing good. They're just hanging out at the bottom right there. Their coloration is so vividly dark black, which is just beautiful. Koi Angel's in the back right there. He likes to hide when the camera's on. But if I have food, he springs right up and goes to the top of the tank, starts eating like a madman. But yeah, tank is doing really great, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And please go check out my Kickstarter project. I really appreciate that as well. I'd really like to get that built and successfully funded. It would really mean a lot to me. Once again, the link to that is in the description box. Thanks everybody so much for watching. I love each and every one of you. Had fun with your tanks, and I will see you next time.